position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Underway with the opening kickoff. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Snags it quickly on the left. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Looking for a man. It's back. Right on the money. He's loose.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40, at the 20, and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Caught in the backfield. It's Carney. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now, you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. He's the big fella.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5. And now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
Looking to throw, it's back. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big. All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Caught in the backfield, it's Bauman. And the defense makes the stand. Never got close to the goal line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Longhorns are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And the Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. He's got an open man. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. Crosses the 45. It's a running room. He's at the... And
something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it along the sideline. There he goes. Inside, touchdown, Canes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Manning. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield. It's Manning. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him this time.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Manning. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Third down play from the gun. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
just enough time for one final play in this half. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half, not too far away. The Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less miss.
He's going up top. Going to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Makes the grab on the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Quickly out to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. 2nd down coming up. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Beck. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Start with the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's Beck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
From the gun, give on the inside.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Hurricane! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Manning. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Working that left side now. They do get the clock stopped, but going backwards is not the recipe this late in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gamer.
Going up top again. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
To the air, it's Simpson. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Start. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Snap it to the back. Running into the open space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. The 20. He's at slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense Jones comes on the field. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just...
Wide open spaces.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that straight.
Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Finds the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To throw again. Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds his man. It's Bernard. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Alabama quickly back to the line. The give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Fires and picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break?
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
And all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give is to Miller. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. It's a seam wide open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They did.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Buys a little time. The throw. This time he's got his man. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the outside. Here he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Here comes the heat. And the sack. All the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard. And he's dragged down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this,
and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Give to the running back. Oh, out of space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To throw, it's Simpson. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. snagged in the middle. It's Cuevas. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He leaves it with his back. Turning on the Jets. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown time! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. And it's picked off right at the goal line. The 50. The 40. The 20. The 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still running at the 40. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Threads it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw at Simpson. Pressure coming. He unleashes a long one. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored. 21-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Simpson. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And here's the third interception of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bernard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
The gun. The running back has it. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They go to the wide receiver screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Direct snap. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. On that play, if the running back doesn't see the hole where it's supposed to be, how important is it for him to at least try to stay on track a little bit?
Really important. Try to stay on track, get north-south, and that's fine if we only lose a yard or if we gain 2 yards, but let's not run backwards where now we start putting ourselves in a negative situation on the next down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback, but when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here, trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got it near midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Lost one deep down the right side. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And and the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Quickly complete. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. All by himself down the middle. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bama. The defense putting points on the board.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. Running free. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Indiana! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And they get the extra point with a little bit of adventure off the left upright, but it's good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wideout. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fighting off the defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Got his man downfield. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Tempo and overdrive.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start commute.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Right on target this time. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it down the seam. On target over the middle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. They've got the screen set up. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Miller.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Temby. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Hoosiers heading quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Fires toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bernard. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
There's the thing. Not a great run. The offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Running back searching for a hole. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he added the extra point.
42, Alabama, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
That might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot and maybe throw the football down the field. But woof, I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in down the middle. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
grabbed in the middle. It's Miller.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.